Remember your 20s? Dating felt exciting, full of endless possibilities. Swiping right, late-night texts, that rush of new connections. But now, in your 30s, something shifted. It feels riskier, heavier. Dating in your 30s feels like standing at the edge of a cliff at twilight, where the horizon glows with both promise and uncertainty. The air is heavier here, filled with the echoes of past loves and the quiet urgency of time. Like every date carries invisible weight. You're not alone. Both men and women in their 30s are saying the same thing. Why does this feel so much harder now? The truth? It's not you. It's not bad luck. It's a series of hidden emotional shifts, quiet changes in your heart, mind, and priorities that make dating feel like walking a tightrope. Shifts that turn fun and casual into, what if this is my last chance? Shifts that make vulnerability feel scarier than ever. Shifts that, if ignored, can quietly sabotage the love you deserve. In your 20s, love often felt like a game of chance, a wild adventure with little thought of consequence. But now, in your 30s, every glance carries meaning, every conversation hints at possibility, and every silence feels weighted with unspoken fears. It is risky because the heart has been bruised before, and the mind whispers caution even as the soul aches for connection. It is risky because time feels precious, and the wrong choice could mean years lost. Yet, it is precisely this risk that makes love in your 30s so intoxicating. If you're in your 30s and wondering why love feels so elusive, stay with me.
If this threads resonate with you, please subscribe to my channel Psyche Threads for more video every day. Thank you for being here.
We'll uncover the 5 most common shifts happening right now. Let's begin. 1. The weight of past loves. By the time you reach your 30s, love is no longer a blank canvas. It is a tapestry woven with threads of tenderness and heartbreak, laughter and silence, promises kept and promises broken. Every new encounter carries the echoes of those who came before. The way someone once held your hand, the way another walked away without explanation, the way a kiss once felt like forever. These memories linger, shaping how you see love now. For men and women alike, the past becomes both a teacher and a shadow. It teaches resilience, reminding you that you survived the storms. Yet it also whispers doubts. Will this person hurt me the way the last one did? The weight of past loves makes every new connection feel heavier, more deliberate. You no longer fall recklessly. You measure, you pause, you wonder. But within that weight lies beauty. The scars prove you have loved deeply, and the lessons prove you have grown. When someone new enters your life, they are not just meeting who you are today. They are meeting the sum of every love that shaped you. And if they choose to stay, it means they are willing to embrace not only your present, but also the ghosts of your past. That is why dating in your 30s feels risky, because every heart carries history. Yet it is precisely that history that makes love now richer, layered, and profoundly real. 2. The fear of time slipping away. In your 30s, time begins to hum louder in the background of love. It is no longer the endless horizon of youth, where years stretched wide and choices felt infinite. Now, every relationship carries the awareness of time, its fleeting nature, its preciousness, its quiet urgency. Men and women alike feel the ticking clock, whether it's about building a family, finding stability, or simply not wanting to waste years on the wrong person. This fear is not always spoken aloud, but it lingers in the pauses between conversations, in the way you weigh someone's intentions, in the way you ask yourself, do they see a future with me, or am I just a chapter in their story? The risk feels sharper because the stakes are higher. A wrong turn could mean years lost, dreams delayed, or hopes quietly fading. Yet, this fear also brings clarity. It strips away the illusions of casual games and fleeting romances. It forces you to ask the hard questions sooner, to seek honesty, to value commitment. Time slipping away becomes the silent guide, urging you to choose wisely, to love intentionally, to invest only where your heart feels safe. Dating in your 30 seconds feels risky because you are no longer just chasing butterflies, you are chasing meaning. And while the ticking clock may feel daunting, it also reminds you that love, when chosen with care, can be timeless. 3. The desire for depth, not games. By your 30s, the glitter of casual flings begins to fade. The thrill of late-night texts, fleeting encounters, and shallow connections no longer satisfies the soul. What matters now is depth, the kind of love that feels like home, the kind of conversation that lingers long after the words are spoken, the kind of presence that makes silence feel safe. Men and women alike crave authenticity. They want someone who sees beyond the surface, who notices the small details, who listens not just to words but to the pauses between them. Vulnerability becomes the currency of intimacy, and games lose their appeal. You no longer want someone who plays hard to get. You want someone who is simply there, steady and true. This desire for depth makes dating riskier because it demands honesty. It asks you to show your scars, your fears, your dreams without the masks you once wore in your 20s. It requires courage to reveal your true self, knowing that not everyone will stay. But when someone does, the connection feels profound, almost sacred. Dating in your 30s is not about collecting stories. It is about writing one that lasts. And while the search for depth may feel daunting, it is also the most rewarding. Because when you find someone who meets you at that level, love becomes not just a fleeting spark, but a steady flame that warms the soul. 4. The battle between independence and intimacy. By your 30s, you have built a life. Careers, friendships, routines, independence. You know who you are, and you have carved out a space that feels safe, strong, and self-sufficient. Yet when love enters, it asks you to share that space, to let someone in, to risk the delicate balance between independence and intimacy. This battle is quiet but constant. On one hand, independence feels empowering. You have worked hard to stand on your own, to prove you can thrive without relying on anyone. On the other hand, intimacy whispers of connection, of shared laughter, of nights where solitude gives way to companionship. The tension lies in surrender. How much of yourself do you give, and how much do you keep? Men and women alike wrestle with this paradox. To open your heart means loosening the walls you've built, but to keep those walls too high means love cannot enter. It is liberating to let someone see you fully, yet terrifying to imagine losing yourself in the process. Dating in your 30s feels risky because it asks you to balance two truths. You are whole on your own, but you are richer with love. The courage lies in trusting that intimacy does not erase independence, it enhances it. And when you find someone who respects both, the battle becomes harmony, and love becomes not a threat to your freedom, but a celebration of it. 5. The courage to risk again. Despite the scars, despite the fears, there is a quiet bravery in opening your heart once more in your 30s. Love has hurt before, and caution whispers that it could hurt again. Yet the soul knows, to live without risking love is to live half a life. The courage to risk again is not loud or reckless. It is gentle, deliberate, and deeply human. It is the moment you say yes to a coffee date, even when doubt lingers. It is the decision to share your story, even when vulnerability feels dangerous. It is the choice to believe that love, though uncertain, is worth the leap. Men and women alike carry this bravery, though it often hides beneath hesitation. It is the bravery of trusting someone with your scars, of letting them see the parts of you shaped by pain, and of believing they might still choose to stay. Dating in your 30s feels risky because you know the cost of heartbreak, but it also feels beautiful because you know the value of love. And when you risk again, you discover that love now is richer, more soulful, more lasting. It is not the reckless fire of youth. It is the steady flame of wisdom, passion, and hope intertwined. The courage to risk again is the quiet anthem of your 30s, a reminder that even after storms, the heart still longs for the sunrise, and sometimes that sunrise is worth everything. Final reflection. And so, as we close this chapter together, remember, dating in your 30 seconds is not about chasing sparks recklessly. It is about choosing love with wisdom. By now, the heart has known both joy and heartbreak, and the lessons of the past shape every step forward. The risk feels greater because the stakes are higher, time matters, intentions matter, and authenticity matters. Yet it is precisely this awareness that makes love in your 30s so breathtakingly beautiful. It is no longer about fleeting passion or careless adventure. It is about finding someone who understands the weight of your story and still chooses to walk beside you. It is about conversations that linger, silences that feel safe, and the quiet courage to trust again. Love now is deeper, more soulful, and more intentional. Yes, it feels risky because you know how fragile hearts can be and how precious time truly is. But risk is the very essence of romance. To open yourself despite fear, to leap despite uncertainty, is to honor the truth that love is always worth it. Dating in your 30s is not about recklessness. It is about bravery. And when you risk wisely, you discover that the most beautiful love stories are written not in haste, but in hope. Please subscribe this channel for the next interesting threads.